So let's look at this government's economic record. Since 2015, we are looking at a nearly flat or a zero growth in GDP per capita. GDP per capita can really be used interchangeably with incomes because it is a measure of how much every Canadian's economic livelihood on average is increasing. So we've had almost no growth when it comes to the Canadians. We've also seen record numbers of children now falling into poverty. We've seen record numbers of people going to the food banks, including record numbers of children. So we have an economy that is stalled. We have a lost decade here in Canada. This government has, and it's not just me saying what I'm going to say. You can look at John Manley, former Liberal finance minister, Bill Morneau, former Liberal finance minister, David Dodge, former Liberal, current Liberal, former governor of the Bank of Canada. These individuals are all saying the same thing. Canada needs to focus more on growth. We need to have our economy grow because as our economy grows, it of course will help our citizens, but it'll help also secure our government, because the more the government grows means the more the economy grows means the more the government can collect and protect healthcare and other important social safety nets. So, just to sum up, we've actually had record revenue because this government is just obsessed with increasing taxes and increasing the burden on middle-class Canadians. 9 out of 10 paying more. Of course, their most recent cash grab is their capital gains, of which, of course, they create the fabrication of the fact that it'll only be the ultra-rich. Nothing could be further from the truth. Loyana, of course, the union, recently came up opposing it because they realize it. Physicians realize it. Electricians realize it. Mechanics realize it. Canadians who are taking the steps to secure their retirement through a secondary rental property realize it. Parents who are investing in their children because they can't afford a house anymore, so buying a secondary house realize it. This is a cash grab, and it's true that there is a limited portion of the population that will realize it in a given year. But the reality is only 1% of Canadians will die in a year, but 100% of us will all eventually die. And much the same logic applies to capital gains. So we've seen this government increase the tax burden on the middle class to pay for the Mackenzies, and perhaps worst of all, to pay for $54 billion in interest, which go to wealthy bankers and bondholders. This government is literally robbing the middle class, endangering our most vulnerable in order to help their Liberal insider buddies. And so that's their story on